is going on, guys? JD from New York here, and this is going to be one hell of a fucking weekend, my friends. Wrestlemania 31, and there's no better place for your wrestling needs than right here on Off The Script, man. This is why we call it the #1 source for all WWE news and rumors right here on YouTube.com, man. Thank you so much for joining me. WrestleMania weekend's going to be a big one, and I got you fucking fully covered on all the hottest stories leading into WrestleMania 31 this Sunday and beyond. We're talking about WrestleMania 32, man, and the rumors that are circulating this week regarding the WWE Championship. We're going to discuss it. We're going to discuss Brock Lesnar re-signing with the WWE again. We're going to be discussing all the possible scenarios for Lesnar and Roman Reigns this Sunday. All that plus so much more, man, right here on Off The Script. If you guys are not subscribed, I don't know what the fuck you're waiting for. Hit that subscribe button. Like I said, #1 place for all your WWE needs. If you guys are not following me on Twitter, at JD from NY206. And there's two things I want to go over with you guys before I get into the news and rumors. There's two very important things. #1, my boys over at WrestleRumble.com, back again with another WrestleMania Pick'em. If you guys want to put your knowledge to the test, you guys can go to WrestleRumble.com and sign up, and you will be emailed questions to put your knowledge to the test. You're going to guess the winners and the losers and all the outcomes for WrestleMania 31 this Sunday. If you guys want to win cash, cold hard cash prizes, man, WrestleRumble.com is for you. I'm going to be in it. I'm going to be in it for sure. And I'm going to put my knowledge to the test. And I want you guys to do the same thing, man. Go and sign up. Link is down below in the description. WrestleRumble.com. All right. And secondly, before I get into the news, I'm trying to get a partnership with somebody out there that appreciates someone who is very passionate about wrestling. Okay. And I want you guys, the fans of this fucking show, to go down in the description below and tweet these guys, man, at WrestleCrates, okay? This thing is like a loot crate and one of these arcade blocks that I've been getting. It's just pretty much the same thing, but in wrestling format, man. We're going to get wrestling cards, figures, shirts, Funko Pops, etc., etc., okay? And I've been trying to email these guys back and forth. Nobody wants to get in touch with me and give me an answer about a sponsorship, okay? I kindly spent time telling them why I think they would be great for Off The Script, man, why I would love to promote their product right here on Off The Script. This is a growing podcast. It's been growing and has been growing leaps and bounds ever since I started it. So what I want you guys to do is I want you to go down in the description below and tweet these guys and tell them, listen, JD is the #1 guy for WWE, man. He'll do you right. He'll do good by you. This is Off The Script. I got behind the mic. I got my Monday Night Raw reviews when I do it, and the show is not awful. And obviously with the pay-per-view reviews, man, you got a lot of eyes on this channel. So I don't know what they're looking for, man, but I think I'm the right guy to promote wrestling products on YouTube.com. If they want someone who's passionate and dedicated about the sport and the business in general, I'm your guy, man. So go tweet these guys and tell them, listen, JD is your guy, man. Sponsor him. Send him free monthly crates. I'll be doing unboxings. I'll be letting you guys know what's going on with it. Make it happen. I'm putting it in your hands, guys. I'm putting the power in your hands. I would love my first sponsorship to be something wrestling related. And that's what I would love you guys to do. If you can kindly do that for JD, I would greatly appreciate it. Now, enough of the bullshit. I know you guys want to hear wrestling news, but that's that, all right? My top story this weekend, right here on part 1, The Rock. The Rock and Brock Lesnar. The Rock and Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 32 in Dallas, Texas. It could happen, and Vince McMahon is jerking himself off in the corner, wishing it would happen this year, but it's not, okay? It was supposed to happen last year at WrestleMania. Didn't happen this year due to The Rock's movie schedule, so we're planning on WrestleMania 32. Is next year the year? According to Dave Meltzer of F4WOnline.com, The Rock is rumored to be a headliner at WrestleMania 32 in 2016. As previously reported, the event will be taking place in AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, home of the Dallas Cowboys. Meltzer claims that The Rock is rumored to face none other than current WWE World Heavyweight Champion Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 32. The match, which Vince McMahon originally wanted to headline WrestleMania 30, has now been penciled in as the main event for WrestleMania 32 now that Lesnar has re-signed a new 3-year deal with the WWE. In the latest edition of the Wrestling Observer newsletter, paid subscription people, Meltzer claims that this bout will rest solely on Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's schedule and leading up to WrestleMania 32 on April 3rd, 2016. Dave Meltzer writes, there could be an angle at the end of WrestleMania 31 that would cost Lesnar the match to lead to something, perhaps the Rock vs. Lesnar match that has also been talked about for years that was originally supposed to headline WrestleMania 30. The Rock vs. Lesnar could work as a face vs. face program or a face vs. heel dynamic. One person close to the situation said that as of right now, with Lesnar inked to a new deal, Rock vs. Lesnar is the planned main event for WrestleMania 32, but noted how quickly things change, especially given The Rock's schedule. So if this right now is inked and penciled in, according to WWE higher-ups, that would mean Brock Lesnar would remain WWE Champion for the remainder of 2015 and right on into the Royal Rumble and WrestleMania 2016. So that means he would be going over Roman Reigns at this year's WrestleMania in the main event, which I'll talk about in a little bit. Okay? Johnson opened up the proposed match in an interview in 2014 saying that he was supposed to face Lesnar at WrestleMania 30. But he got injured at WrestleMania 29, then his schedule got crazy due to his success in Hollywood, and it just didn't happen. He also recently sat down with Chris Van Vliet, I don't know how to pronounce this guy's name, for Deco Drive on Fox 7 in Miami. He must be a news reporter or an anchor or something. I don't know how to pronounce his name. V-L-I-E-T. Vliet. I don't know. Whatever. Fox 7 in Miami to help promote his upcoming action movie, Furious 7, and mentioned facing Lesnar at WrestleMania 32 by saying, in Dallas, possibly. There's a lot of things that are up in the air. We'll see. I would love that rematch. Whatever it is, I think you want to create something going is going to be special, memorable, and especially in Dallas at that stadium, you have to have a shot at breaking the attendance record. That would be special, okay? The last time The Rock faced Lesnar one-on-one, he lost the undisputed WWE Championship to the Beast Incarnate while he was merely a rookie at SummerSlam 2002, which was one hell of a fucking match and something I very, very much remember happening, man. That was an unbelievable match. If you guys have not seen that match, which I hope you have, please go and Google that, or if you have the WWE Network, you can go archive that as well. SummerSlam 2002, all right? Now, moving on. That's The Rock news. I got more news on WrestleMania 32 in general and how The Rock and Lesnar are going to play into that. And I want to let you guys know what's going on in the minds of the WWE. With just 3 days until WrestleMania 31, the latest edition of the Wrestling Observer newsletter states that WWE plans on having multiple legends compete at WrestleMania 32 in Arlington, Texas. The event will be held at AT&T Stadium, as previously reported, and will need a lot of star power to sell out and fill up that venue, which seats over 105,000 people, okay? According to the report, WWE executives are asking any WWE legend that can still compete to possibly appear and work the event. The only person that has been ruled out already is two-time WWE Hall of Famer Ric Flair. Does that mean Shawn Michaels is a hopeful and a possible man to, come along the lines and fight at WrestleMania 32? We don't know. The only person that hasn't been ruled out, I should say, is Ric Flair because of his age, obviously. Undertaker is another name that is being discussed carefully as whether or not he agrees to work his last match ever at WrestleMania 32, which could possibly be, and alter the course of how his match with Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania turns out. okay? We don't know how what's going to happen with the ending. We don't know how that match is going to turn out at WrestleMania on Sunday. Barring any injuries, and if The Undertaker is good to go after Bray Wyatt, we could certainly see him in Dallas, which I hope we do, go against Sting, okay? Taker is said to be willing, but his body will tell the true story on March 29th. WWE Hall of Famer Stone Cold Steve Austin and former WWE Champion Dwayne The Rock Johnson both have discussed matches and definitely appearances at WrestleMania 32. While Austin may only appear as a special guest referee, his name being attached to the card would sell a significant amount of tickets. However, if it was one more match for the Rattlesnake, the buys would be astronomical. Okay? This is no doubt. No doubt. We have always been dreaming of that Punk Austin match. Okay? Obviously not going to happen. But Austin in the ring against a John Cena, Austin in the ring against pretty much anybody, a Seth Rollins, whoever else you want to put him up against, man, would immediately fucking blow the roof off that place. Instantaneously, okay? Now, Austin would be great for WrestleMania 32, being that it's in his home state. I don't know why he wouldn't want to be a part of that and say, you know what, I want to come back. I want to be part of this special occasion. He's been very vocal about not coming back. He's in tip-top shape, the best shape he could possibly be in for his age. I don't see why he would not want to come back for the pay. I do not see why he would not want to come back for just the admiration and the fucking respect of the fans and just making attendance records, man. It's going to be the largest event WWE has ever put together. So I don't see why Austin would not want to be attached to that card, all right? The Rock is currently penciled in to face WWE Champion Brock Lesnar at the event, like I previously reported. Although with a year to plan, the card could always change. However, Johnson has disclosed that the match is being discussed and that he would love a rematch with Lesnar. The last time the two crossed paths, Johnson lost the Undisputed Championship to Lesnar at SummerSlam in 2002, all right? Hall of Famer Hulk Hogan has been adamant about competing in one last match before he hangs up the boots, but burns them. He wants to burn them completely, but he's been vying for one more match. He wants one more match at WrestleMania, all right? He wants that one match, and then he says he's going to burn the fucking boots. Hogan has been training vigorously for months to reappear inside the squared circle sometime very soon. April 3rd, 2016 may be the day for Hogan, as WWE will want anyone that has ever had drawing power to appear on the card. This could lead to legends being included in the third annual Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, which I have news on the Memorial Battle Royal this weekend as it got pushed back to the pre-show. Thank fucking God we don't have to sit through that bullshit on the main show, all right? So, legends could be included in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal next year, as well as main event matches. WWE is going to certainly stack the card up with legends for WrestleMania 32. Sting, who only signed a talent contract for 6 dates and one match at WrestleMania 31, will likely be asked to face The Undertaker in Arlington, Texas, bringing to life one of the biggest dream matches that has been asked by fans. By fans. Not only by the fans, but both Sting and Taker have said they'd love to face each other. With both men living in Texas and WrestleMania 32 and the 2016 Hall of Fame induction ceremony taking place there, Sting and Undertaker are rumored to be facing each other in their last match ever and possibly be inducted into the Hall of Fame the same weekend. While it's too early to say who will all be appearing at WrestleMania 32, obviously, since we didn't even get through WrestleMania 31 yet, this far in advance, it's safe to say that 2016's WrestleMania event will likely be the biggest event WWE has ever hosted in the company's history, okay? Those are the two big news articles that I have for this part of Off the Script, guys. Two massive fucking stories, okay? Dwayne Johnson and Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. I like it. I would love to see it happen. I think they could deliver it one hell of a fucking match. And you got those ties back to 2002 in which Brock Lesnar beat The Rock. And The Rock would love to have some redemption against Brock Lesnar, okay? Now, would this make sense if it was for the WWE Championship? Probably not. I think Lesnar, before WrestleMania 32, will lose the belt somewhere along the lines. Whether he loses it on Sunday and we get Roman Reigns as champion, whether we get Seth Rollins as champion, whether we get Brock Lesnar retaining the belt after a Seth Rollins cash-in failure. I don't know, man. There's a lot of different scenarios WWE can give us on Sunday. So a lot of you actually asked me after I did Behind the Mic on Brock Lesnar, JD, don't you think this makes the main event a little bit too predictable now? It was predictable with Roman Reigns. Now Brock Lesnar resigned with the WWE. Don't you think it's still predictable? No, not at all. Not at all. Lesnar resigned with the WWE, and I want to let you guys know it wasn't for money. Okay, the money is always important to everybody. If you're going to tell someone the money's not important, you're fucking bullshitting you and you're bullshitting your fans. Money is always important in everything we do. Okay? He did this as a family decision. I am for certain of that. Okay? Brock Lesnar is going to be 38 years old this year. He does not want to risk injury. He does not want to risk, the shortening of his career. He doesn't want to go through the rigorous training it takes to get into tip-top shape, to get into that octagon, and compete twice a year, okay? It's hell, and he even stated it's hell. He doesn't want to do that, okay? That doesn't mean he's going to slack off in WWE because he looks absolutely phenomenal, okay? There's no one on the face of this planet that looks like Brock Lesnar. There is only one Brock Lesnar. This was more of a family decision. He's got young children. He has a wife who care and love for him dearly. So this was more of a family decision. Lesnar is set for life. Lesnar wants to be the face of the WWE. He's comfortable being the number one guy in the WWE. He loves being WWE champion. What did Paul Heyman say on Monday Night Raw? He loves being WWE champion. And the re-signing of the contract between Vince and Lesnar proved that. It was a family decision. Okay? He didn't want to go back to UFC because he didn't want to get his ass kicked, for the fucking losers out there leaving me comments in my fucking video. Oh, he didn't want to get his ass kicked. No. It's much more deeper than that, man. You tell that to Brock Lesnar, man. You go one-on-one with Brock Lesnar and see what happens to a normal fucking guy. Even a guy in similar stature, man, with less muscle mass. Lesnar would fucking probably snap his neck in two, okay? Lesnar made this decision based on family, and that's that, okay? It's not that he didn't want to go back to UFC because he's scared or he was going to get his ass kicked. None of that shit, man. It was strictly a family decision, and he likes where he's at right now. Plain and simple, all right? But Lesnar and The Rock, I like it, okay? WrestleMania 32, you're going to need to stack it. I don't give a shit who you are, man. And I mentioned this several times if you guys have been watching me. You got to stack it. The Rock versus Lesnar, Austin versus Cena, Undertaker versus a Sting, Triple H versus an HBK. I don't know, man. I don't know. You could even revisit the HBK Daniel Bryan feud. If you want to put Triple H against Batista. Batista wants to come back and have a retirement match because he's been very vocal about that in previous interviews that he's had. If he wants to come back to the WWE, if all his movie priorities are out of the way, he would love to have a retirement match against Triple H at WrestleMania. You guys got to get it through your heads, man. WrestleMania 32 is not going to be for the younger guy. It's not. WWE doesn't have the patience, and WWE doesn't have the time to put into developing somebody or a group of guys that should be on WrestleMania because we think so. WrestleMania 32 is going to be off the charts, the biggest event WWE has ever produced, and they're going to need to sell tickets. Over 105,000 tickets. You're not going to do that with a Dolph Ziggler. You're not going to do that with a Dean Ambrose. You're not going to do that with a Seth Rollins or a Roman Reigns, just to be quite honest with you. You're going to do that with an Undertaker, a Sting, a Triple H, a Shawn Michaels, a Rock, a Lesnar, a Steve Austin, a John Cena. You're going to do it with those types of guys, a Hulk Hogan. Whoever, man. Whoever's readily available, whoever's healthy enough to get into the ring and give us something that night. You're going to use them. You need to sell tickets. And WWE and WrestleMania, WrestleMania is going to thrive off the legend. It needs to be built as a Legends event. And if WWE plays this right, if WWE books this right and gives us, the fans, these dream matches that we've been fucking craving for, WrestleMania would be the greatest fucking attendance record in company history. Not only for company history, but for that venue in itself. And it would be the most epic event WWE has ever put together, man. It could be something that would never, ever, ever, ever be duplicated. And that's what has to happen at WrestleMania 32. I'm sorry to say it. But WWE is going to book that pay-per-view with Legends because it needs to sell. It needs to sell, and that's the bottom line with that. All right, I would love to see a Rock versus Lesnar. I would love to see everything I just mentioned. I would love to see Shawn Michaels come back. Who knows if he wants to come back? I would love to see Steve Austin come back. But listen, Vince McMahon, he's going to throw anything at these guys to get them on that show. He did it with Lesnar. Nobody said he was going to be able to sign Lesnar, this and that. Lesnar was going to, take the more money and go with UFC. Vince McMahon got it done. Brock even said it. Vince offered him a contract that was too hard to refuse. So what Vince wants, you guys got to know this by now. What Vince wants, Vince gets. Plain and simple, all right? I'm going to end it right here, guys, because I don't have a lot of news this weekend. I got a lot of big news. I want to spread it out across 3 days, okay? So I'm going to end it right here. I got news on why Brock Lesnar went on ESPN SportsCenter and announced his re-signing with the WWE. I got news on potential feuds after WrestleMania, what's going on with the IC title ladder match, and who is the favorite to win that, what's going to happen with John Cena and Rusev moving forward. I got news on Triple H. I got news on NXT. I got news on the Battle Royal. I got news on AJ Lee. All this plus so much more right here on this weekend's Off the Script, guys. If you guys want all your information and news about WrestleMania, this is your number one source. Plain and simple. Don't forget it, all right? Please, before you guys go, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Number one source for WWE news and rumors right here on YouTube.com. Follow me on Twitter and all my social media links right there on the layout of Off the Script. If you guys want to go see Mr. 9 to 5 kick the ass of Grim's Toy Show, Mayhem Mania on YouTube.com, where all of the creative characters in WWE come together and we all join forces and we have a fucking damn good time, man. Mr. 9 to 5 versus Grim Toy Show. If you guys want to go see that, link is down below in the description for Mayhem Mania, okay? Please, WrestleRumble.com if you guys want to go sign up for that. If you guys want more additional wrestling content on YouTube, Joe Cronin Show, his Twitter and YouTube right down below. And the guys over at Chairshot Reality getting you guys ready for WrestleMania, man. They got a big weekend planned for everybody. Chairshot Reality at WrestleZone.com. Go check those guys out, as well as Justin LaBar's personal website and all that good shit, all right? And also about WrestleCrates.com. Go over there and tell those guys, listen, you guys got to sponsor JD, man. He's the best guy for you to get your product out there, man. It's all in your power. You guys do what you got to do, and wake these guys up, man. Wake these guys up, open their eyes, and tell them this is the number one fucking place for all your wrestling needs right here on YouTube.com. All right? I'm feeling a little bit under the weather, man. I got to fucking relax. I'm working my ass off. I want to be ready for WrestleMania. So I will see you guys back on part 2. If you like the video, hit that thumbs up, and I will see you guys on part 2 of Off the Script, man. Take care, and I'll see you all on Saturday morning. All right?